What's good with them people, man? You know what I'm talking about, right? It's your partner, man. Who? Oh, it's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How was y'all doing on this suddenly serious Saturday? Say, bro, what you talking about? Oh, we gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Before we do that, man, what's good? People like he, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Wise man. You know what I'm talking about? I see you. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen. You know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, bro. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get you one off of 76 MacArthur. They sold out. They'll be back though. Giants Liquor is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Now you know because I tell you every morning, but just in case you forgot, you can come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about, man? You can come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if it all fails, you know what I'm talking about, you can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying in stores now. Make sure you go to Amazon, copy a hardback. You know what I'm talking about, man? Stick up 2 coming soon. Funkadelic trying to come real soon. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's that, man? Swing that finger, young man. Is you talking about this one right here? That's the one, bro. Come on with it, man. Come on with it, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what does that mean? I'm gonna continuously tell you it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about, man? And Dugu, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube. Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about, man? Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of the thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. He on talking about keep that hand up, man. He on talking about keep pushing, bro. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, Mama always says, you know what I'm talking about, boy, breast them whiskers when you on TV. Even if they got a hole in them, you know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, man, I'm getting back. So y'all didn't know I had a hole on this side first. Y'all see it got back though. You know what I'm talking about? It just be coming. It came down here. You know what I'm talking about? You just gotta weather the storm, man. Trust the process. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Real Talk TV, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Now where was I at? You know what I'm talking about? The disclaimers. Oh, before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about, man. Now, a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, good brother like myself. I just found me a big doobie. You know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna start there first. Good brother like myself, man, all promote no drug users. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no what? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Nah, you know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip. I mean, not sip of the sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Man, nah, don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, don't do it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. He don't talk about he don't talk about don't. He don't talk about promote. He don't talk about no negativity. No, 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 baby. Man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking, bro, man. I don't promote shit. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? We could be like myself. You know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't prejudiced. No, man. We real like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against sexually different. Good real like myself. I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man. Me, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to bruh. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, fuck with your partner. I check it out, man. You know what I'm talking about? Gonna fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? One time. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, bro, what's up there with you, man, today, man? Oh, man, just feeling good. Coming with, they say, bro, what you up there talking about today? Oh man, suddenly serious Saturday. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, suddenly serious. What are you talking about? Oh, we gonna get into it. This one right here gonna jump all over the place too, cause this shit covers a lot of shit. You know what I'm talking about? It covers a lot of shit. I'm not gonna even be able to get to. You know what I'm talking about? Just know it covers a lot of shit. You know what I'm talking about? It covers a lot of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who just had a near. Shout out to everybody who just had a near brush with death, but still ain't nowhere near brushing them teeth. That was close. Fire pop. I see you, babe. I see you, fuck it. I say suddenly serious, man. My head gonna fail. Hold on, man. You know what I'm talking about? I had to feel which one was it, bro? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? There you go, right there, man. There you go, there you go, there you go. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't go nowhere without that. I'm gonna remake that. There you go, there you go, there you go. But I don't go nowhere without that. You know what I'm talking about? There I go. You know, talk about getting into it, bro. All right, now this is the first part. Oh, fire pop. Double fire pop. This is the first place we're gonna go with it. This is one of the boostiest parts of that suddenly serious shit. First of all, y'all do this way too much, man. Y'all be sitting out here playing because I know it's just popular to be loud and talk hella loud now, and just like I know that's popular. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out. Now I know y'all like doing that, right? But listen to this right here, bro. I don't know who told y'all this shit. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all can live on this philosophy for if you want to, man. You know what I'm talking about? This is just my opinion. You ain't gotta listen to bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just talking to my loved ones. You know what I'm talking about? And all people I know for real. You know what I'm talking about? Check this out, man. If y'all do this shit right here, cut it out, man. The first suddenly serious thing that we just got to knock off, man. We got to stop hitting this record button and running up and antagonizing people, boy. Coffee Chronicle. You say, whatever? I'm talking about up here. I'm talking about in the street, especially in the street, y'all. Listen, man. If you really going somewhere, bro, and you looking to get it on, niggas ain't reaching in their pocket for no phone, bro. Now, you might reach in your pocket for something else, but you ain't reaching in your pocket for no phone, bro. You know what I'm talking about? When you really looking for somebody to get it on, bro, you looking to get it on, bro. You not trying to get no footage of no goddamn crimes, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't know how I keep saying, I don't know how they talk you niggas into that. I don't see how the world and talk niggas in, bro. The same shit, bro. You hoping they ain't had no footage of. Now we just running around openly taking footage, bro. The same way you used to be able to beat your case in court now, niggas is making sure you can't beat your case in court now. You get what I'm saying, bro? That's the first thing everybody, where's the footage, bro? They done brainwashed you, nigga, like a homicide detective or something. Where's the footage, nigga? What the fuck you need to see footage for, nigga, man? Niggas weird, bro. Motherfucking footage, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. But that's one of the first things, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Is that antagonizing people. You suddenly serious. They say, bro, what does that have to do with, I'm finna give you the thing, bro. You see somebody, bro, instead of you just walking up getting it on, bro, you get what I'm saying? You see a motherfucker, you done came up here with your partners and y'all plot, they talking about, ooh, there you go. Y'all pressing y'all record buttons, talking to the phone. Here this nigga go right here, this old bitch ass nigga, woo, woo. Then run up on a nigga with the phone in your hand talking hella shit, bro. You not prepared to do nothing, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because if you was prepared to do something, you would have ran up on that nigga as soon as you seen him, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, I ain't telling y'all to run up on. Well, come on, bro. Y'all know how that shit is when you funkin'. If you really funkin', you know what I'm talking about? When you see a nigga, you gonna go get at him, bro. You get what I'm saying? You ain't finna hit no record button. No one start talking to the, yo, I finally found. Come on, bro. That shit don't even make no sense. But the reason I tell y'all that, bruh, is because you be 42 faking. And if you really wanted the motherfucking problem, that shit wouldn't have been nowhere on footage. The problem would have just happened. Somebody else would have been able to record it. You know what I'm talking about? But the problem would have just happened, bruh. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't have did that shit. And why that's a bad strategy, bruh? Because y'all just be out here fucking with people. Y'all do, bro. Y'all just be out here fucking with people, antagonizing people and shit. So you gonna run up on a motherfucker one day and the motherfucker, you gonna, like, y'all gonna go to fuck with somebody, bruh, and somebody gonna feel threatened, bruh. You get what I'm saying? And here you go recording your death. You know what I'm talking about? This stupid shit, bruh. You done got this nigga a case for fucking with him. I just don't get that shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But then again, I guess it's not for me to get. Nephew says, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, the first suddenly serious, man, stop doing that shit, bruh. All of a sudden, nigga, you was scared to death. Now you done hit your record button. Now all of a sudden, you serious as a motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? When it's time to 42 fake to the people like you was gonna do something, bruh. All this yelling and arguing and all this whole shit. Now all of a sudden, I'm suddenly serious. You know what I'm talking about? When I hit this record button, now I done jumped into the tough guy character. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I've been looking for your bitch ass. Oh, well, man, you seen that nigga before you hit the record button? You know, what do I know? You know what I'm talking about? You was looking for it, nigga. You seen him before you hit the record button, bro. It could have been when you got your little issue on out the way. But suddenly serious is like that, bro. And that shit falls in the gang of categories, folks. It just do. Because motherfuckers out here play too much. And we living in a generation, bro, where frankly people just don't want to listen. Now that's the difference between when I was little, you know what I'm talking about, and today, bro. Like when we was little, bro, we was eager. You know what I'm talking about, to learn something. Now we was eager about the wrong shit, bro, but we learned it. You know what I'm talking about? We was eager to learn, bro. You get what I'm saying? We wanted some information, bro. We was looking for some game, folks. We just was, man. Niggas, bitches, motherfuckers was eager to learn something, bro. They wanted to know. You know what I'm talking about? What you had in your head. Now motherfuckers is just the opposite, bro. Motherfuckers don't want to listen for shit. I'm telling you, man. And I'm one of them niggas with a daughter. And when I tell you them girls, hard headed as a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? They just hard headed, bro. And they get to a point where all you could do, bro, is just teach a motherfucker what you know. And you hope that shit catch on to them. You get what I'm saying? I was the same thing with me. I didn't listen. You know what I'm talking about? I got taught by one of the best. I wouldn't listen to none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But I had all that shit. I did listen in the end. He made sure that shit stuck in my head. He, you know what I'm talking about? So when I got older, man, that shit just sprouted. You get what I'm saying? And all that shit he was telling me, and I was able to maneuver with that shit. You get what I'm talking about? Some good shit too, bro. Some good shit. But I was one of them hard-headed motherfuckers. So I just had to go see for myself. You feel what I'm saying? But I got what he was saying. And sometimes that shit, you just gotta let motherfuckers see for themselves too. You know what I'm talking about? Because man, if you want to be dumb, man, listen, be my guest. You get what I'm saying? Be my guest, be my guest. Hey, you remember that on the Mr. Ill? My Mac 10 do the rest. Shout out Mr. Ill, man. Remember that one right there, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? But just selling serious shit, man, it goes around the world, bro. Because life just be happening like that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm sitting over here, I can tell them motherfucker, I don't know, you got a nigga and a bitch and a nigga, right? Let's do the nigga first. They say I'm always fucking with the bitches. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga over there, he just steadily playing. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't taking whatever he is. He doing these serious. You know what I'm talking about? You just a playing. You just a playing. Then you fuck around and you lose. You know really, but you fuck around and shit don't go right. You get what I'm saying? Now you over there. Now you serious. You know what I'm talking about? All of a sudden you serious when you see a motherfucker serious. You know what I'm talking about? When you realize you was playing all this motherfucking time. Now motherfucker serious and they went on. Now here it is. You know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden, suddenly you serious. Now hold on. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. And that's just how suddenly serious work, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like when you go off to chase your dreams, man. You're gonna be in the car alone, folks. I mean, you might see a few people on your journey, but for the most part, you're gonna be in the car alone, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And as a person, you gotta be perfectly okay with that. You know what I'm talking about? You just gotta have a great belief in self. Because you being serious. But start gaining traction or something, man. That's when suddenly everybody else gonna get serious about what you was doing. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I knew you could do it. You know what I'm talking about? And all of a sudden, you know what I'm talking about? You didn't hit the jackpot. All of a sudden, everybody's serious about what you're doing now, ain't they? You know what I'm talking about? Everybody suddenly serious now. You know what I'm talking about? I knew you could do it. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, you know what I'm talking about? Always knew you was the one. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, I knew if could nobody do what you was. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. Now the whole world suddenly serious. You know what I'm talking about? About that shit you doing, man. So I say the suddenly serious shit all of a sudden, man. You know what I'm talking about? You just make sure that you always serious. You know what I'm talking about, man? Cause that suddenly serious shit, not only is it some agitating ass shit, you know what I'm talking about? Not just mean agitating, you know what I'm talking about? Death uses old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Because really motherfuckers just don't want to listen. And I don't even think that motherfuckers don't want to listen. Motherfuckers just want to listen to what they want to listen to. You get what I'm saying? And you know what I'm talking about? And everybody go through that. Nigga, I did it. You know, when I got suddenly serious, Santa Rita, you know what I'm talking about? Suddenly, that's when that shit was serious. You get what I'm saying? God damn, you know what I'm talking about? This is what the fuck they was talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? Suddenly serious, man. But hopefully you don't got to go through nothing tragic. You know what I'm talking about? Before you get serious about this shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because this shit is called life. And a lot of us just don't get that. One of the only guarantees we got, you know what I'm talking about, is that we leaving this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? And that's something everybody know. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why that suddenly serious shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't it. You know what I'm talking about? Now, granted, everybody got to go through what they got to go through for a motherfucking shit to develop. You know what I'm talking about? For your mind to develop your ideas, your thoughts. You get what I'm saying? But we living in a day and age where motherfuckers know exactly what the fuck it is they doing. You know what I'm talking about? They just don't want to hear that shit. They just don't. You know what I'm talking about? Until the consequences come, then it's all of a sudden suddenly serious. Now motherfucker know exactly what you talking about. You get what I'm saying? Now motherfucker know exactly what you was talking about. But motherfucker don't get it to it. Suddenly get serious. You get what I'm saying? That's why sometimes you just gotta do like grandma and them. You know what I'm talking about? Hard head make soft ass. You know what I'm talking about? Soft. You know what I'm talking about? Sharp and soft. You know what I'm talking about? Hard head make a soft ass, y'all. Don't be one of them motherfuckers, man. You been getting good information, you know what I'm talking about, from everybody around you. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't listening to none of that shit, and all of a sudden you in trouble and you suddenly get serious. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be one of them motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm talking about? Be serious about your shit from the jump, bruh. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? Be serious about that shit from the jump. Don't be one of these subtly serious motherfuckers, man. Cause you don't want like my man shout out Steve Gilmore, you know what I'm talking about, Coffee Chronicles. You don't want to have to be forced. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, to be serious about some shit. It's better to do that shit willingly. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You don't want something to happen and all of a sudden suddenly you serious now, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, man. Don't fuck around and get caught by a surprise, you know what I'm talking about? Or now all of a sudden you suddenly serious and that shit too late, bruh. And a lot of that shit be going on. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of that shit be going on. Motherfucker sitting there, you know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker trying to give you some good information. But for some reason your body just wanna reject it. You know what I'm talking about? So you don't want to listen to none of that shit. Then you want to sit over there and wash yourself right into all that trouble. You know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden, suddenly you serious, blowing up a motherfucking phone and all this shit, man. I don't be want to hear that shit. You know, I'm just gonna tell you. If I was sitting here trying to tell you something, man, you didn't want to listen, man, don't call my motherfucking phone. You know what I'm talking about? Because I done got tired of saying it. You know what I'm talking about? I just hell, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't try to get suddenly serious on baby cuz, you know what I'm talking about? Because baby cuz gonna seriously not be around this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. I'm gonna seriously not be around that motherfucker. They say, baby, where baby cuz? They say, baby cuz said, hold on. Mama said, don't never blow your nose on camera. Sorry, mama. Top of the world, mama. Top of the world. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? On some real shit, man. So on the subtly serious Saturday, don't be one of them motherfuckers, bro. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Don't be one of them motherfuckers, bro. Don't be like, bro. Don't wait till the shit hit the fan before you get serious about some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Just don't do that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's some good information floating around this motherfucker you can latch on to, man, so you don't have to go through that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't suddenly get serious. You know what I'm talking about, man? So just don't do that shit. And don't be one of the motherfuckers that hit record. You know what I'm talking about? Then all of a sudden, that's when you got aggressive when the record button came. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? All motherfuckers be around there, ain't nobody around there, nigga. You talking that shit, talking about lucky they ain't lucky motherfucker hold me. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Hold my coat. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. Don't do that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That shit hella boozy. Just is. So on the subtly serious Saturday, you know what I'm talking about? Don't be forced to suddenly be serious about some shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's better just to, you know what I'm talking about, be real serious willingly. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Be real serious about what the fuck you doing willingly, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? It is. Don't let these people force you. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? They have to get serious. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes, you know what I'm talking about? That shit take a while to get back. Because they be serious about keeping your ass. Coffee Chronicles. So all you motherfuckers running around here with a hard head, don't want to listen and do all that shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's fine too. But just know what you signing up for. You know what I'm talking about? Just know what you signing up for. You know what I'm talking about? Don't wait till the shit hit the fan and suddenly get serious. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to continuously tell you, only you can prevent forest fires. And with that, I'm right there. If you remember that, there's always remember, it don't cost nothing. Just show a little bit of that love.